Hi there, my name is Lorena. I am one of the yoga instructors at the Leduc Recreation Center. I've been certified as an instructor with Yoga Fit Canada, and today I am going to run you through a yoga flow called a sun salutation, and then we'll follow it up with a moon salutation. So follow me. All right, so we're going to start up at the tops of our mat in mountain pose or Tadasana, grounding through the bottoms of our feet, feeling our footprints, pressing into our mat, each toe anchored into the mat, feeling the outline of our foot anchored into the mat. And then let's take a big breath in and we'll roll our shoulders up to our ears and let our shoulder blades slide down into the mat, into the floor. And then let's reach our fingertips out to the side. Taking a big breath in, we'll reach our fingertips up to the ceiling. Exhaling, let's bend our elbows, bringing our hands to our heart center, bending our knees to come down into chair. We'll take a big breath in, swinging our arms all the way up. Let's exhale, bringing our hands to the tops of our knees into monkey, where we'll roll our shoulders back, making our spine long. To exhale into a forward fold, where we can bend our knees as much as we need to anchor our hands into the mat. Stepping back with our right foot into a high lunge, we'll reach our fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Taking a big breath in, circling our hands down to the mat on either side of your left foot. Exhaling back into downward facing dog or modified, where we can stay up on our toes with our knees bent. Taking a big breath in, shifting our weight forward, either into a full plank or kneeling plank. Inhaling into upward facing dog, we'll roll our shoulders back, lifting our heart up to the ceiling, either staying up on our toes or flipping our feet. Then we'll curl our toes under, swinging our tailbone back up to the ceiling in either modified downward facing dog or downward facing dog. A big bend in our knees, bringing our left foot all the way up to the top of our mat, circling our arms back up to the ceiling into a high lunge. Let's bring our hands down to the mat on either side of your left foot. We'll exhale into our forward fold, shaking our head no and shaking your head yes. A big bend in our knees. Let's swing our arms all the way up to the ceiling so we can exhale back down into our chair so we can do the other side. We'll inhale, circle our arms all the way up. Exhaling forward, bringing our hands to the tops of our knees, rolling our shoulders back into monkey. To exhale forward into our forward fold. Take a big step back with your left foot this time. Press through the big toe of your right foot, stacking our right knee over top of our right ankle, and we'll reach our fingertips up to the ceiling. Let's bring our hands down to the mat on either side of our right foot. To exhale back into downward facing dog, making the backs of our legs long, pulling our belly up into our spine. Let's shift our weight forward, coming forward into either a full plank or our kneeling plank, and we'll inhale into upward facing dog, rolling our shoulders back, lifting our heart up to the ceiling. Curling our toes back under, we'll exhale back into downward facing dog. To take a big breath in into our high lunge again, let's bend our knees, help your right foot all the way up to the top of your mat. We'll circle our arms all the way up to the ceiling. Let's take a big breath in again, bringing our hands down to the mat, help your left foot right up beside your right. Exhaling forward into our forward fold. We'll shake our head no, and we'll shake our head yes. A big bend in your knees, swing your arms all the way up to the ceiling. And we'll exhale to Namaste, bringing our hands to our heart center. And then let's take a big step back with either foot. So our feet are in a wide leg stance, turning our feet out to about a 45-degree angle. And then we'll reach our fingertips out to the walls of the room. As we exhale, let's bend our knees. We'll bend our elbows with our palms facing up to the ceiling, our shoulders back like we're trying to slide down a wall, and just stacking our knees over top of our ankles so our knees aren't coming inside of our ankles. And then we'll take a big breath in as we exhale. Let's reach our fingers out to the walls, pressing through the bottoms of our feet into a 5-pointed star. Then let's turn onto the heel of our back foot, turning our front foot to the top of our mat. So our back foot is parallel to the short edge of our mat. Then we're going to press our back hip to the back wall, reach past our front knee, And as we exhale, turn your eyes to watch your backhand floating up to the ceiling. Those fingertips get pulled up to the ceiling, and our front hand just hangs over top of our front leg. Then we'll take a big breath in, bringing our hands down to the mat on either side of our front foot, up on the toes of our back foot, so we're into a low lunge. And then we'll take a breath in, walking our hands across the long edge of our mat, turning onto our toes, so we'll come into a lateral lunge, bending our front knee. So now we are changing our direction of our mat, and now the other side of our mat is the front of our mat, and we're into a low lunge. We'll take a big breath in, pressing through the big toe of our front foot this time. Let's bring the back heel towards the midline of our mat. We'll press our back hip to the back wall, reaching past our front knee. And as we exhale, looking at our back hand floating up to the ceiling, pull your ribs up to the ceiling and just let that front arm hang. We'll take another big breath in, coming back to center, keeping our hands strong and our feet strong. We'll reach our fingertips out to the side. And then as we exhale, we'll come down into our goddess, bending our knees and bending our elbows. Take a big breath in, press through the bottoms of your feet, reach your fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. And as we exhale, we'll bring our hands to our heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for a little taste of some yoga flow. With those sequences that I've gone through, you're more than welcome to repeat them as much as you want. The first two sequences that we did were a sun salutation, and they're meant to generate some heat and create some energy. The third sequence that I did is a moon salutation, and that's to draw our energy inwards. So we can do moon salutations in the evening, a little bit slower, sun salutations in the morning, and moving with our breath, creating some energy and some heat. Thank you again so much, and I hope you're enjoying your Winter Warrior Challenge.